You're watching what you think is going to be a normal sister-wives interview, maybe some typical drama about family dynamics, right? Wrong. Dead wrong. Because what happened on the most recent episode has literally set the entire TLC fanbase on fire, and I'm not even exaggerating here. We're talking about Robyn Brown. Yes, that Robyn Brown, the one remaining wife in what used to be Kody Brown's polygamous paradise. But here's where it gets absolutely wild, and I need you guys to stick with me, because this story has more layers than my grandmother's lasagna. So there's Robyn, sitting pretty in this one-on-one special with host Sukanya Krishnan. Everything seems normal, maybe a little tense, but nothing too crazy. Then Krishnan drops what seems like the most innocent question in the world. Are you ready for this? She asks about, wait for it, a luggage rack. Yes, you heard that right. A luggage rack. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, Julie, seriously? Luggage? That's what we're talking about. Hold up, because this seemingly tiny detail has revealed something absolutely massive about the Brown family dynamics, and it's got fans seeing red. Here's what went down, and I swear this is going to blow your mind. Krishnan asked Robyn who gets the luggage rack when she and Kody travel together and stay in hotels. Simple question, right? Robyn's answer? She gets it. Every single time. No big deal, according to her. But here's where the plot thickens, and guys, please tell me in the comments if you saw this coming, because I definitely didn't. Christine and Janelle, Kody's former wives, have both talked about how during their travels with Kody, he would get the luggage rack, and they'd be stuck throwing their suitcases on the floor like they were staying at some sketchy roadside motel. I'm sitting here watching this unfold, and my jaw is literally on the floor. Like, the audacity. The sheer, unfiltered audacity of this whole situation. And Robyn's reaction when she's told about this disparity? She calls it stupid. Stupid. Can you believe that? She literally dismissed the feelings and experiences of the other wives as if they were complaining about the weather. This is so stupid, she told Krishnan, and honestly, the secondhand embarrassment I felt for her in that moment was overwhelming. Like, girl, read the room. When Krishnan pressed her and asked if she knew this was a pet peeve of the other wives, Robyn claimed, and I quote, "I had no idea." No idea. How do you have no idea that your sister wives felt like second-class citizens in their own marriages? But wait, it gets worse. When asked why she thinks she gets the luggage rack, Robyn just shrugs it off, saying, "Maybe I put my luggage up there first, I don't know. It's not like a big thing." Not a big thing? Honey, it might not be a big thing to you, but to women who felt consistently overlooked and undervalued in their relationships, every small gesture matters. Every tiny indication of favoritism cuts deep. And this is where I need you guys to engage with me here. Drop a comment below and let me know. Do you think Robyn genuinely didn't know about this? Or is she playing innocent? Because the fan reactions I'm about to share with you suggest most people aren't buying her act for a second. The Sister Wives fan base went absolutely nuclear over this whole exchange. I'm talking full-scale social media warfare. One Facebook user wrote, "She's going to say yes even if it's not true to stick it to the other wives." Harsh? Maybe, but probably accurate. Another fan completely agreed, saying, "She loves sticking it to the other wives. I wish they would dump Kody and Robyn and just have the other women and kids on the series." And honestly, that's not a terrible idea. The other wives are infinitely more interesting than watching Kody and Robyn's weird dynamic. But here's a comment that really got to me. She enjoys this too much. To step on other women to make yourself feel superior is sickening. Like, wow, that's hitting below the belt, but is it wrong? And then there's this gem. I don't believe a word that comes out of her mouth except that she just admitted she's the favorite. Ouch. But also, kind of true? Now, let me ask you something, and I really want your honest opinions in the comment section below. Is this luggage rack situation actually symbolic of something much bigger? Because to me, it represents everything wrong with how Kody treated his wives differently. Think about it. Christine and Janelle, who gave this man years of their lives, who bore his children, who shared their homes and hearts with him, had to put their luggage on hotel room floors while he got the rack. But Robyn? Princess Robyn gets the royal treatment every single time. It's not about the luggage rack, guys. It's never about the luggage rack. It's about respect. It's about being valued. It's about feeling like you matter in your own relationship. And speaking of Robyn feeling like she matters, she's been pretty vocal lately about feeling targeted by the other wives' criticism. Earlier this month, she said, "I think there's a lot of focus on me. I actually get really tired of it. I wish really badly that they would all focus on their own relationships." Girl, you are married to their ex-husband.
Of course they're going to talk about you.
That's like complaining that your boyfriend's ex-girlfriends mention you when discussing why their relationship ended. Make it make sense. But the absolute wildest part of all this, and guys, make sure you're sitting down for this because it's about to get even more dramatic, is Cody's response to all the criticism he and Robyn receive. This man, this absolute character, claims that his relationship with Robyn has been blessed by God and that everyone else should just respect it. But then he goes completely off the rails and says, "You find higher love," and then everybody just slaps you down for it. Higher love. Did he just call his relationship with Robyn higher love compared to his relationships with his other wives who gave him decades of their lives? The disrespect is astronomical. And if that wasn't bad enough, he then said, and I cannot believe these words came out of a grown man's mouth, "I'll tell you what, there's a divine aspect about my relationship with Robyn, and we have been bitch slapped for it."
Divine aspect.
He literally called his relationship divine while dismissing his previous marriages as, what? Inferior? Temporary? Practice runs? I need you guys to let me know in the comments. Are you Team Robyn and Kody, or are you absolutely done with their victim complex? Because personally, I am so over watching these two act like martyrs while the other wives are out here rebuilding their lives and finding actual happiness. The thing that really gets me about this whole situation is how tone-deaf both Kody and Robyn are being. Like, they're living in this bubble where they're the misunderstood victims of some great cosmic injustice, when in reality, they're facing consequences for years of favoritism and emotional neglect. Christine is out here glowing, living her best life with her new partner. Janelle is focusing on her kids and her own growth. Even Mary, despite all her struggles, is working on herself and her future. But Kody and Robyn? They're stuck in this cycle of defensiveness and denial. And here's something I've been thinking about. If you're in a polygamous marriage, isn't the whole point supposed to be treating all wives equally? Like, that's polygamy 101, right? But from day one, it's been clear that Robyn was the favorite wife, the chosen one, the princess of the Brown family castle. The luggage rack is just the latest in a long line of examples showing how differently Robyn was treated. Remember the whole thing about the wedding dress? Or how about the way Kody would light up around Robyn while seeming completely disconnected from his other wives? I want to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think polygamy can ever actually work when there's such obvious favoritism? Drop your opinions below, because I love reading your perspectives on these complex family dynamics. What's really interesting to me is how this whole luggage situation has become a metaphor for the entire Brown family dysfunction. It's such a small thing, but it represents so much more. It's about acknowledgement, respect, and basic human dignity. When Christine and Janelle were putting their suitcases on the floor while Kody used the luggage rack, they weren't just dealing with inconvenience. They were getting a clear message about their value in the relationship. And when Robyn gets that same luggage rack without question, she's receiving a very different message. But here's what really bothers me about Robyn's response: the complete lack of empathy. Even if she genuinely didn't know about the luggage situation, which, let's be honest, seems pretty unlikely, her reaction when finding out should have been understanding and maybe even apologetic. Instead, she dismissed it as stupid. That dismissal tells us everything we need to know about how Robyn views her sister wives' experiences and feelings. And that, my gorgeous viewers, is probably the real tea in this whole situation. Now, before we wrap up this absolute mess of a story, I want to know what you think is going to happen next with the Brown family. Are Kody and Robyn going to continue playing the victim card? Will the other wives finally get the recognition they deserve for rebuilding their lives? Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because this sister wives drama is far from over, and you know I'll be here to break it all down for you. Hit that like button if this video gave you all the tea you needed, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, beautiful souls. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll probably be discussing whatever wild thing happens next in the Brown family circus. Until then, stay fabulous and keep that drama detector on high alert.